Do y'all want to learn how to make this chicken bacon ranch pasta? When I tell you it was really like that, it was really, really like that. Super creamy, super rich in flavor. So let's get into how you make it. First of all, you want to start off with a hot skillet. Put some neutral oil down. If you're making turkey bacon, if you're not making turkey bacon, just put your bacon directly in the pan and let it cook. Trigger warning, clean off your chicken breast. For this recipe, I only used 3 because they were a little thick. And I cleaned them off, removed the fat, scrubbed them down with limes and lemons, and rinsed them off with cold water until the water was no longer mucky. After you finish cleaning off your chicken breast, you want to go in with some seasonings. For this, I just used some onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of Tony's, and this like garlic and herb seasoning. It gives you kind of like the chicken Montreal seasoning. So if you have that, you can do it. And then I added some smoked paprika to it and mixed it all together. Again, these were 3 big chicken breasts. So I made sure each side was well coated and it came out looking just like that. Y'all see it? Flavor on each side, real packed in. That's how you want it. Then your bacon by this time should honestly be done. You want to remove it and you're going to put it on the side because you're going to chop it up later. In that same pan with your bacon grease, or if you need to add a little bit more oil, you can go in and add your chicken breast to the same pan. And then for your water, boil you some noodles. For this recipe, I use penne noodles. You can use any kind that you have or want to use for this recipe. Let those boil for about 8 to 10 minutes. Then your bacon should be cooled off. You want to go in and chop them up. Set that to the side. Now back to your chicken breast. You want to go in and flip them over. Make sure you're cooking them thoroughly. The internal temperature of the chicken breast should be, I want to say, 165 degrees or something like that. Double check me in the comments, y'all. Let me know. But make sure your chicken breast is done. I let them slow cook on each side until the internal temperature was completely done. And then once they are done, remove them from that pan and go in. For this, I did add bell peppers. You do not have to add bell peppers. But once you remove your chicken, use some ranch seasoning for your like your Alfredo sauce that you're gonna make, okay? Add some garlic to that pan and let that cook down. While that's cooking down, you want to go in and chop up your chicken breast. Now, you can chop them up into however big, small slices or chunks you want. It does not matter. Again, I had 3 chicken breasts, so I went in and just roughly chopped them up. Each one about like less than an inch. Like I wanted them to be a little chunky, but not like super chunky, like I'm just biting into chicken the whole time. And I didn't want that to overpower the pasta, so I just chopped them up into small cubes like that. Now, my bell peppers were cooking down by this time. Again, that's that same pan that you use for the chicken. My noodles were drained off because they only cook for about 8 minutes. Now, I did add my chicken back into the pan because I wanted to make it a little bit more crispy and add some flavor to it. But that is optional. You do not have to do that. You can just go ahead and make your sauce. Because I am going to remove all of this out of the pan. But again, I just cooked it for about another like 6 or so minutes. Only because I wanted my chicken a little darker and a little bit more flavor from the marinade that was already in there. And I'll sprinkle in some ranch seasoning on top of it just to give it some more flavor. Now, for this entire recipe, I only use 1 pack of ranch seasoning. If you know anything about that ranch seasoning, it's super powerful, super flavorful, and you do not want your pasta to be salty. I only use 1 pack throughout the entire recipe. That's all you need, in my opinion. Again, you do not want to use more than 1 pack of ranch seasoning. Now, for your Alfredo sauce, you want to go in with like a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. Add in a little bit more of your ranch seasoning. Again, I've only used 1 pack throughout it. I was just splitting it up. And then you want to whisk it together until that comes to a boil and it cooks down a little bit. That way, your ranch seasoning won't be super strong and the chicken broth flavor will kind of take over. Then I added in about 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream and the rest of the ranch seasoning pack. And to thicken up my Alfredo, of course, you want to go in with some cheese. I just added in some Parmesan cheese and whisked that together until it became thick to my liking and to my preference. And then I was just adding a little bit of cheese as I was whisking it together. Make sure you're standing over your sauce and it's on like a small to a light to medium boil, because you do not want your sauce to burn. After it comes to a boil, you want to go in with your noodles, whether you're using penne, spaghetti noodles, rigatoni. I don't care what you're using, okay? Once your noodles are done cooking, you want to add them back into your pan and then add some more of your cheese on top. Again, I just used Parmesan for my recipe. And once my sauce started to get thick, I just went back in and I added my chicken and the bell peppers back into this recipe. I sprinkled some more smoked paprika on top just for color. And then I added in my chopped up bacon, and I used the rest of my ranch seasoning pack. Remember, I only used one pack throughout this whole recipe. I promise that's all you need for this chicken bacon ranch pasta. That's literally all you need. You do not want to use more than one pack of one pack of ranch seasoning. I don't care what nobody say. That seasoning is super strong. But this pasta was really delicious. It was so good. It was not salty. Nothing overpowered anything. You could taste the ranch seasoning throughout it. And when I tell y'all, it was so creamy. It was so rich. It was delicious. 10 out of 10 on this recipe. Look at that. Yeah, I had to give it to y'all in slow-mo. I added some more Parmesan on top and some parsley to make it cute. And baby, we devoured this chicken bacon ranch pasta. It was super good, super delicious. If you ever try this recipe or ones like this, come back to this video, save it, favorite, and let me know. Talk to y'all later.